Okay, looks like Twitch is still setting up. Or it's already live on Twitch. Okay. Cool beans. Alright. ID. Welcome to the wacky world of Valheim. I'm your host Monsoon, and here at Valheim and Chill, we chill out, we play Valheim. This is one of my Talky Talk streams, so instead of there being, if you guys want to ask me any questions or send emails or message me in the chat, feel free. Be here every Tuesday and Wednesday from 7 to 9. And you can catch new no commentary chill live streams where I play a bit softer music and just kind of run through the world doing the same stuff we do here, being a badass Viking. If you guys want to subscribe, all that good stuff is in the description below. Like, comment, share, sub, all that. And Discord and Patreon links are on the way, so keep a lookout for that. First thing I'm going to do, there are 3 things I do at the start of every Valheim session. You gotta get that honey, you gotta feed your animals, and you gotta fix up your gear. So let's start by checking my bees. And there is no honey. Great. All right. Well, next we will feed the boars. So we need some mushrooms. Oh, pantry's upstairs. That's right. To the pantry. We've hit the pantry. We're gonna feed the boars. I have 2 boar farms that I've created. I've got one up here next to a port that I made, and I've got another one here. There's some across the island, or on the other island, but I'm not gonna head over there just yet. Now that I've got that, gotta eat up, get my stamina up, and this way I can run with the best of them. Where is everyone? Oh, they're all huddled in this corner. Good for them. There we go. Got some tasty mushrooms there. They can eat all of those. And let's fix it. Fix this thing up a little bit. Okay. See ya, boars. Alright, on to my next boar farm. Eat and be prosperous. Your God commands it. All right. Check the honey. We fed the boars. Let's go fix up my gear. Hang on 1 second. Fix. All right, so now my gear is fixed up and everything. Double check on the honey. Yep. Some honey. Bees are good. All right, let's go rest up real quick, and then I'm gonna pick a mission to do. It would be nice to get the next set of armor. Right now I've got troll armor, but if I had the bronze armor, I believe I'd be a bit more suited for battle. Let's see how much it would. Let's see how much that would take. I don't have any iron yet. Bronze, leggings, breastplate, that's the top part. Alright, now we just need the helmet and a cape. Bronze helmet. I think I had one of these actually. I'm pretty sure I still have it too. Any weapons here? Okay, I had one. I might have misplaced it. That's fine. We can always make another one. So I'm going to need 10 bronze and 4 deer hide for those. As for my cape, cape gets made over here. I guess I had to make it from deer hide. Alright, so I'm gonna need 15 bronze and 6 deer hide. Each one bronze is 2 copper and a tin. So I'll need 30 copper, 15 tin, 6 deer hides. I got plenty of those. Alright. I got 11 copper so far. So I'll need 5 more copper. According to my map. 5 more copper. 15 bronze. Oh, I'll need 30 copper. Whoops. Math. 30? Yep. So I only need 30 copper. And 15 tin. So I need another 19 copper and 10 tin. Do I have anything in the smelter right now? I do not. Let's make a note. I need coal first. Don't have any coal. Alright, let's make some coal. 15 copper, 10 tin. 14 copper. No, 19 copper. And 10, 19 and 10 is 29. 29 times 2 is 58. I will need 58 pieces of wood. All right, let's do it. I might as well carry all of this. Alright, so 58 pieces of wood will give me 58 coal, which is exactly how much I'll need in order to make enough if I want to make enough copper and everything else. Cool. Let's make this sign real quick. It was 19 copper, 10 tin. There we go. Copper 19, tin 10. All right. There is a copper vein down here, but I doubt it's gonna have enough. So let's go to one a little bit farther in. Let's go to this one. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to be staying in my vacation house today. So I already have a house set up in the Black Forest that is close enough to the action. Bonshawn Dodd, hello. Welcome to the stream, man. What if I can pull up the stream real quick to type? Monsoon Commando. Oh, whoops. Wrong account. I guess I can't pull up the stream. But Bonshawn Dodd, welcome. How you doing, man? Unfortunately, my tech setup is not complete, so I can't type in the chat, but I can read the chat. Welcome to the stream, man. How'd you end up finding me? I got a long way to go. Reading library books. Hey, man. Knowledge is power. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Pretty much I play Valheim for a couple hours, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and you're free to ask me anything. Being part of my Discord, eh? Well, thank you. Boom! Whoa, his body flew all the way over here, huh? Nice. Well, welcome to the party. Do you have do you play Valheim yourself? How much you play? Have you played a little bit, a lot, or not at all? Boom! Come here, let me punch you. That's cool. Yeah, it's a pretty cool survival game. If you're into like games like Terraria and Minecraft and things like that, it's a pretty nice Viking themed open world simulation sandbox ray kind of game. It's fun, man. Watched the streamer 2 years ago, forgot. Yeah, man, it is still around. It's still being updated as we speak. They have a new update coming out soon that's gonna unlock like different hairstyles and stuff. I'm curious to see what that's gonna look like. But it's fun, man. It's fun. I feel like the game is very much underpriced. Like they could have sold this game for 40 bucks. I understand it's not like done, but I think $20 is a little low for a game like this. Okay, got some copper. May have to turn off auto pickup so I don't pick up any rocks. I got plenty of rocks. Like Charlie Brown, all these rocks. Having hair is good. So my plan tonight, could have sold a game for 250 bucks even. 250 might be a little low, honestly. Oh, we got some hoodlums. Where's my club? Oh, I don't have it. No, I left it at home. Well, I guess we're going with the stag breaker then. Let's break it up. Man, this item is so badass. It's literally just a big ass hammer made from deer antlers. And you just smack people with it. It's so great. What's not to like? Did I get all the copper on this part? Oh, here's some copper right here. 550 might be pushing it. Maybe for like a collector's edition where you can become a Viking in real life. That'd be that. Then I would spend 550. Oh, working on it again. Oh yeah, tonight we're gonna see if we can get the bronze armor tonight. Troll armor that I'm wearing is pretty good. It gives you like really fast movement speed and makes it easier to sneak up on people, but it's not ideal for combat. So I'm going to make the bronze armor. I'm going to need a lot more copper, so expect there to be quite a bit of mining going on tonight. Speaking of libraries and reading, there's a Snow Crash by is it Neil Stevenson? This guy writes, it's a dystopia sort of like futuristic book about like tech and stuff in the future. And because of hyperinflation, like everything costs like hundreds of thousands of dollars, stuff like that. It's crazy. I read it some years ago, but it's a pretty cool book. This guy's like his name's Hero Protagonist, and he is a pizza delivery guy who drives his car at like upwards of 400 miles per hour and stuff like that. It's wild. It's a pretty cool book. It's like hackers and just a whole, if you like that whole like future tech kind of vibe, it's a good book. Good old sci-fi. Now a neat trick I like to do is I like to have trolls follow me over here and let them beat up all of this stuff for me so I don't have to do any work. But unfortunately, there don't seem to be any trolls out trolling tonight. So it's just little old me doing all the manual labor by myself with no help. Pretty much just smashing up all these copper deposits as much as I can. And once I get 19 pieces of copper, then I'm pretty much good. It looks like my pickaxe might not make it. Away with thee! Why do you all mess with me, man? What did I do to deserve this? I'm just peacefully mining away, and then I get these freaks throwing rocks at me. And it looks like my pickaxe is finally broken. Yeah. I don't think I can equip it. Nope. Alright. Then it looks like it's not nighttime yet. Let me go repair this thing and come back. We're into my house real quick. My house, my cabin in the woods. If I can find it. Now, since I have a base already set up, I don't have to worry about fixing my weapons or anything like that. I just come over here and do it. There was something I was gonna build. I thought of building. I hear there is like a cart you can build in this game for carrying supplies. That'd be very convenient. I don't see one though. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can't make one. Just maybe I need to do some more stuff before I can unlock it. Well, let's go light this fire so that I can warm up and go to sleep. The chat says Monsoon Commando. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. All right, I'm going to take a quick little break, and when I come back, I'm going to answer the first question of tonight, which is, what's a good effed up movie? I shall return. Have returned. My cat's coming to my room and it's hot. I want water, BRB. Come back soon. You don't want to miss this bombshell of a question. 4. Perhaps this is something I have to craft at a workbench. It is not something I can craft at a workbench. Nope, you can't make one here. Okay. Alright, back to the copper deposit. Let's, Nah, I'll let him get away. This time. Why do you keep messing with me? There was a time where I couldn't even fight those things. I used to struggle. Struggle. I had a hard time fighting them because they were so plentiful and I didn't have an easy way to kill them. But once I got the old stag broker, oh yeah, it was game time, baby. I think I need a new pickaxe. Alright, now that the audience has returned, what's a good messed up movie? Old Boy! Old Boy is a movie about a guy who wakes up in just wakes up trapped in this room. He can't get out, there's no way out. And he basically gets fed and kept alive for years. He just is in this one bedroom by himself with a TV, and every now and then they gas him so that they can like bring him new clothes or change his sheets and things like that. But what was that? What was that? Every now and then they gas him so they can change out his sheets and bring him food and things like that. And they torture him by just keeping him in there. So he decides, you know what? I am going to teach myself how to fight so that when I catch the dude who put me in here, I'm gonna beat the brakes off him. And one day they gas him and he wakes up and he's in the middle of a field wearing a suit. Wakes up and he's just like free. Just like that. No idea where he was, no idea where the guy is. And he has to kind of try to piece things together to hunt him down. Now, I'm giving the generic rundown of the film because I don't want to spoil a movie like Old Boy. Old Boy is something that old boy will make you say, oh boy. It's that kind of movie. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it. For folks who've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. That movie is messed up. It is so jacked up. But it's so good, I just cannot spoil it. So if you're looking for a messed up movie that'll make you feel really rotten after you watch it, like, dang, that was messed up. I can't believe I just watched that. Check out Old Boy. Not the American version. You gotta check out the original. I mean, they did an American remake, but you have to watch the original version. I think it's a Korean movie. I watched it a long time ago, so I don't remember. No, yeah, I'm fairly certain it was Korean. But that movie is badass, man. It's so good. One of those, it's like a revenge, kind of like, what do you call it? Like a revenge porn, where it's like you're watching it to see the guy get his comeuppance or the bad guy get their comeuppance. Oh, it's good, man. For a movie that's a bit easier to find, there's Mother on Netflix. That's another messed up movie. It came out I think in 2020, and it follows a young man and his mother in Japan. It's a Japanese movie, real live action, and it follows a boy and his mom. And his mom is basically a party girl who can't get her life together, and she is just like, uh-oh, finger slipped. Young man and his mom. His mom's a young mother. She's probably like in her late 20s, early 30s, and she basically just shows their life as they go from place to place, and she just keeps on gambling and partying and not getting her life together. And it's it's a tragedy. The movie like that, you don't watch movies like, I'm warning you right now, it is messed up. But if you like tragedy movies where there's really no like happy ending, it's just like messed up. Definitely Mother is a messed up is another one. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's on Netflix, and it is definitely a movie that will make you feel like ugh after you watch it. I don't think I ever read that book, The Lorax. I remember seeing it when I was a kid. It's one of those Dr. Seuss books, but I don't know. I don't think I ever read it. I don't have any memory of it. I remember the movie came out, I think like a couple years ago, but I don't know. I just don't remember it. I don't know much. I don't know anything about the Lorax. I just know it's a Dr. Seuss book. Let's find some copper. Let's find some copper. Maybe I should just finish digging up this whole thing. I think I'll do that instead. Yeah, we had green eggs and ham when I was a kid in I think 2nd grade. They read us the book and then they made us green eggs and ham, and we got to, I mean, it's food coloring, but when you're a kid, it's just awesome. It's like, I remember I was so like, oh, what's it gonna taste like? It's green, but it's just eggs with food dye. Come on, copper, don't make me beg. E. What was the last Dr. Seuss movie I remember? Last Dr. Seuss movie I remember was Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers. And that movie came out a very long time ago. There's actually a pretty funny YouTube video. There's like some channel, I forgot the name of it. Dang, sorry dude, I can't remember your name, but this guy makes channels. He takes movies, and it's like every time something X happens, the movie speeds up like by 1% or something. And I watched one of Cat in the Hat. I think it was like every time they rhymed or every time they said the word and or something like that, then the movie would speed up by like 5%. It's so funny. Like, if you just type in Cat in the Hat every time speed up or something like that, you'll find it. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm going to look for this because people need to see how funny that movie was. Let's see if I can find it. Every Cat in a Hat, but speeds up. The Cat in the Hat fun song, but no, that's not it. Yeah, I can't find it. Dang. But the guy had one day I'll look for it or something. But it was so funny. The dude, like, every time they sang a song or did something, the movie would just like speed up. It was so funny. I mean, I know it's not the original Cat in the Hat movie, but I found that video to be hilarious. I guess I'm gonna. Am I done here? Not yet. A little bit more copper. The wonders of YouTube, I guess. You can always find somebody taking a movie and doing something with it. Is that it for all the copper ore that's over here? I hope so, because I'm tired of digging around. There's a little bit more. Have you ever done a YouTube rabbit hole of just pure weirdness? Yeah. That's how I found breakcore. Very interesting genre of music. If you're into electronic music, check out breakcore. Just find like breakcore ADH mix or type in like music for ADHD or something on YouTube and you'll just find a series of creations. Things that people spent time and energy making. That's the best way I can describe them. Oh no, I can't rest because my fire's out. Shoot. All right, well, I'm in shelter. I can get a little bit of rest. Like 5 minutes, I think. Can I get rest? No, I cannot. Maybe there's a way I can make a fire somewhere that it won't get wet. Okay, maybe I should just cover the fire then. That might work. Shelter over the fire. Whoops. Nobody wanted to do that. There we go. Ain't it nice? Ain't it purty? There, I'm next to a fire and I can dry off. Very nice. Yeah, odd things are typically the more memorable. It doesn't have to be scary to really stick. It just has to be strange. There's a guy who used to make these weird like horror movies, like mini horror flicks on YouTube. If you type in like skin tape session, you can find one of them. I don't remember the guy's name, but it was like these weird creepy videos with like this guy in a mask lying in a pile of garbage, just like saying strange things. It was so weird. This is just an odd thing, you know. It reminds me of like it reminds me of, it's giving me like Adult Swim kind of vibes. I don't know if you watch. I'm guessing you're probably like a lot younger than I am, so I don't know if you watch anime or not, but on Cartoon Network they have this thing called Adult Swim, and at nights they show anime. But they also, before they were like the big anime spot, they used to show like really weird, like different kind of shows that it's yeah, that skin tape thing. Guy, he's an interesting feller. 10. I can carry 5 more. All right, and my power's not ready. Great. Shouldn't have used it by accident. Let's head back to base and start smelting some copper. Nice. Yeah, if you watch Adult Swim, if you have cable TV, then they I don't think they still do it because I don't watch cable anymore. I just stream. But they used to show like a lot of really weird shows. Like there's this one, I think it's called like 12 Mouse, 12 hours, 12. I don't know if it's 12 Ounce Mouse. I think that's a music band or something. There's one show on there, like Tim Goes to Mayor, The Brack Show, Squidbillies, like shows like that. Just weird, odd programming. I started reading manga recently again. When I was in high school, I used to read a lot of manga, but now as a grown-up, I don't have as much time for it. I use the Viz Media app because I don't support pirating manga. Depending, but I try to support the actual people who make it. So I use the Viz Media app for my manga reading needs. That's where I keep up with things like My Hero. Well, I'm actually not caught up on My Hero, but I do read it on there. I just started it from the beginning, like a couple weeks ago. No! Give me the coal! Guess it would be wise to leave all my materials here so that I don't have to carry as much stuff and I can carry more things. Aha, big brain. Let's keep all the heavy stuff here. 71, so I could carry 80, 22 more pieces of copper. Nice. Dude, Squidbillies that was my jam back in the day, man. It was just so, that show was so strange. Like they're just a bunch of hicks, but they're squids. Like it's such a strange thing, but I don't know, man. That show it just was like cool. Got him. Give them feathers. Yeah, run that. Now I can make more arrows. Every feather gives you 20 arrows, so I just got 60 arrows for the price of one. Whoa! Back up, man, Porky Pig, before I turn you into bacon. Wow, he really followed me all the way here. Like I won't kill him. I bet he won't come back though. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, the rain stopped, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, what? There you go, perfect. No sense in drying off, I'll just run back. What do you think of theater food? I think it's a nice treat. Every once in a while, I don't go to the movies that often these days. Just when you get to be my age and you've seen as much as I've seen, movies just don't hit like that anymore. Nah, it's nothing to do with being older. But no, I say I'm a popcorn, mozzarella sticks, and chicken tenders kind of guy. That's like the only thing I'll get when I go to the movies. I actually used to sneak food into the theater. And I made a whole mission out of it. Like pre-COVID, that was my jam. I used to love doing that. Like I would prepare myself to go see the movie, get my tickets, and then I would make like, I'd either like buy food or I would make a meal. Like one time when I went to see Infinity War, I snuck a full, I'm not even kidding, from home, pancakes and bacon, syrup, everything, a full like Grand Slam breakfast that I made at home, and I snuck that into the theater. At a theater for Infinity War, where they had police and security searching people before they went in because they needed to make sure nobody recorded it or anything like that. They were really and this movie theater was pressed. I went to a fancy theater where the tickets cost more, the seats don't even go all the way back. And I brought a full American breakfast, Grand Slam, homemade like Denny's style, big American breakfast. And they did not catch me. It's one of my crowning achievements in life. Auto pick up again. I don't have any more coal. All right, put this away. I've gone to the theaters twice only, like twice this year. Put all my skill points in the scope. This game doesn't really do skill points like other games. You just level up by doing things. It's like the more you run is, and the more you sneak is, the more your sneak goes up. You can't really like add points to it. You just have to keep doing it. Are you saying that because I have all these things in this? Where did that question come from? The stealth and luck. Hey, where's the rest of it? Oh, that's right. I put them over here. Duh. Silly me. Oh, I've got more than enough now. Wait, no, I need 30. So I need 10 more. And I have 10 right here. Oh, the sneaking. Wow, how did I forget that? Nah, so what I did was I brought a hoodie because, you know, movie theaters are usually cold. So, and what Infinity War came out like springtime. So what I brought a hoodie and I had on my t-shirt, my sweatpants, my shoes, whatever. But I put the food in like a Tupperware container and I put it in the hood of the sweater. So when I walked up, I'm holding the hood, and I have the sweater draped over my arm. So it looks like I'm just holding a sweater. And I pulled my phone out and showed them my ticket and stuff like that. Oh, then I was clear, man. They didn't ask me to like hand them my sweater or none of that. I just, they looked at me, they did a little quick little pat down and said, all right, you're good to go. I said, bet. And I had a full, I mean, I ate like a king. You'll never see anybody ride out the way I was riding out that day. Like to eat like that during a movie, some badass, you know what? Go. Yeah, man, I was not playing around. I said, look, I'm gonna sit in this movie for it's gonna be a 3-hour movie. I'm eating, and that was like the greatest movie heist I've ever done, like ever, period. I've never done anything close to that ever again. That was like my, what do you call it, magnum opus? That's what people call that. We got in here 2, I need 8, 16. Bedtime. I think. Is it night? I think it is night. It's night. It's dark out. Yeah, get some sleep real quick. Imagine seeing Infinity War, only see someone having a fun. I'm telling you, man. Ate like a king. Imagine seeing Infinity War and paying for popcorn, candy, soda, and hot dogs and nachos for your family, and you look over and see somebody crushing. It's just annihilating a full breakfast. In my defense, it was morning time when I saw the movie, so you know it's only right. Didn't it just rain? How's it raining again? See if we can build this thing over here. I know it exists. They have a thing in this game, like a cart. You can make a cart and carry things in it. This way you don't have to use up your you don't have to carry everything on your person. You can, I just don't know how to make one. I want a jacket and sweatpants. They're all super. I'm telling you, man, they just have the AC just blasting in there. I don't know why. It's not very comfortable. It really isn't. Like, a movie theater is supposed to be comfortable, but they're so cold. Oh no, it's weird. I think a lot of indoor places are like that. Even like at my job, they have the AC blast. Well, it's also summer, but they always have the AC going in there. It's always cold. And speaking of cold things, I'm going to turn off the AC and take a quick break. So I will be right back. Ooh, ooh. I am back. Some dude has 6 accounts. Welcome. I am looking at 2 chats at the same time. Unfortunately. Hopefully you're still with us. But yeah, I'm looking at 2 chats at once. Wait, I can do this. I'm smart. I'll just do this. Why can't I see the chat on this one? Maybe I have to... There we go. I can do this. I will figure out a better setup for all my tech and stuff like that. But hey, I am not worried because I can still sit here and kick it with the folks, kicking with you guys. So that's what really matters. The technology will improve. Mark my words. All right, so the next question is, you wake up and realize you've just dreamt your entire life and you're actually only 13. What do you do? I'm 13 and I was dreaming to last many more than 13 years of my life. Oh man, I would... This seems more like a what would you tell your 13-year-old self kind of question. I feel like I've answered this question before, but I would focus on getting my diet right, getting my sleep schedule right. I would stop chasing after. I wouldn't really focus on dating or any of that stuff. I would focus on my health, my mental health, my physical health, and spiritual health. Make sure that I do well enough in school. I'd start looking at certifications from a younger age, and whenever I'm not doing homework, I'd be studying for that, so that when I graduate, I could just start working and making a decent amount of money and build up my IT career ahead of time, so that by the time I'm in my mid-20s, I'm making enough money to just pay my way through college. And this way, I don't have to fall into the same trappings as other people. And because I'm already working at 18, 19, 20 years old, I'm already getting PTO, I can actually travel and do the same things that other people do. Maybe not at that same, well, I might not be able to take 2 months off and go backpacking in Europe or whatever, but I'll get PTO here and there. But I'll have such tenure by the time I'm in my mid-20s that I can take those long vacations and still get paid and still finish school and not have any debt whatsoever. So that's how I would do it. I would spend my early teens taking care of my body and taking care of my body, of just focusing on building a solid group in terms of like my friends and stuff like that, and learning marketable skills that I can use to make some bread, so that I don't have to run back and forth and figure things out. That's what I would do if I could go back to being 13. Well, I mean, I wouldn't change anything, but if I woke up and I was 13 and it turns out that I dreamt all these years, then that's what I would do. Smelter is empty. Nice. Oh, why did I put these in here? Smelt some copper. There we go. That should be more than enough. All right. Got the copper. Oh, the tin! I forgot to get tin. Oh, yeah. Whoops. All right, so we can change this sign now. We have more than enough copper. We just need 10 more tin. And I know just where to find it. Just make sure I have all my materials here. Let's fix up this thing. Well thought out indeed. Well, you know, I just would, something that I try to tell younger people in my family, and just when I talk to, well, not just young, just people in general, but especially people who are younger than me, you know, I made the mistake so you don't have to. That's kind of the point of evolution, right? Like, we're supposed to figure things out and then make it easier for the next generation and pay it forward. So anytime I have like any things that I experienced or any pain points that I went through, I don't want anybody else to go through those things if they can avoid it. You know, like when I was in my late teens, I went to college because my family told me to. I didn't know what to major in, so I took a bunch of BS classes, and I didn't take school seriously already. So I went to college, and then I paid money to not take school seriously. So now, not only was I wasting time, I was also wasting my money. I'd rather just not be in school than be in school wasting money. I mean, if you don't know what you're going to major in, you don't have a game plan of every semester, of every class, your graduation date, all that stuff. If you don't have all that planned out, there is no point in going to college. Don't think that, I mean, maybe if you're going to take one or two classes or something like that, but beyond that, like, nah, you should know if it's for you or not. Money. Oh, he gave me a lot of feathers. Oh, nice. Thank you. All right, let's find some tin. This is whatchamacallit, the cave, troll cave. I'm not going in there though. I don't mess with trolls. I'm not ready for them yet. War of Art. Sun Tzu says, you know, you only win if you know you're gonna win with absolute conviction and absolute surety that you are going to win. Otherwise, don't do it. It's not worth it. Yeah, got him. Look at him, big and ugly. I wonder if I can hit him from here. Ooh, bullseye. I don't think it dealt any damage though. Yeah, you, I'm talking to you. That wasn't nice. Oh, I did hit him. He took damage. Lol. See if I can find some tin. Take that deer. I mean, where's the tin? Is these stones? And there's supposed to be tin around here. I marked it on my map. No, this isn't tin. This is where the troll. Tin is over here. Wonder if I can get him to follow me. This'll. Hey, you. Wow, this guy's strong. He does not seem to really mind that I'm swinging this stag breaker around like it's nothing. Whoops! Is that big and ugly? Yes, it is. Alright, I'm out of here. Where's the tin, man? They say tin is usually near water. There's some right here. Is that literally it? Here's some rocks. There's no tin over here. I was hoodwinked. I was bamboozled. I was lied to by my past self. Bless this Grey Dwarf. Watch. You can't protect him forever. Got him. Yeah, there is no tin over here. I lied to myself. I really don't want to kill this troll, though. I need him for future excavation projects. I don't know what the right move is here. I can't believe he actually followed me all this way. I'm gonna go back to my house and rest. That's what I'm gonna do. Because I could use some resting. You wanna fight me? Follow me all. If you really wanna fight, you really want to, then you can follow me to my house and fight me there. How about that? I agree with this. This guy's very well thought out. I am him. Ha 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 ha. Have you ever seen one of those videos where the two guys dig a hole and proceed to turn into a pool with clear water? In this game? Not in this game. I haven't seen that. Stop hitting me! Stop hitting me! That troll's still over there? I hope not. They said that you could find tin near water in the Black Forest. But I do not see any tin over there. There's a troll. Ugly as hell. Okay, this is where I was just now. See if we can find any tin around here. No. No, I haven't seen anything like that of guys digging hole, making what is that? Turn it into a pool with clear water. No, I haven't seen that. That's a very YouTube, like, if you're not signed in, like front page YouTube kind of video to find. Like if you're not signed, someone who's not signed in. You know, when you go on YouTube, you're not signed to your account, you see those random videos. Like, it sounds like one of those kinds of videos. It's pretty cool. Tin weighs 8. Alright, tin is lighter than copper, so I can carry more of it. And I think I need 10. I can carry 10. If I can find 10. You know, last night I saw a random video. It was a video essay about Tila Tequila. Who, if you don't know who she is, then you are definitely nowhere near my age. But she was like this internet sensation when I was in high school. 7. I need 3 more. I think she was like on some kind of reality show or something, and then she did music. I didn't have cable, so I only heard of her. And she might have been on Real World at one point. She was on some reality show, and then she had a reality show. But someone made like I just randomly saw like a video about like her career and what she's up to now and stuff like that. I'm like, why y'all recommend this to me? I haven't even heard Tila Tequila's name probably since I was in high school. I think I see 10 right there. Yep. One, two. Whoops. If I've got room, I'll take more. I'll take as much as I can, actually. There's some more tin right here. Let's flip another question. What movies from the 90s and 2000s are hard to watch now due to cringy humor that's not PC today? I think Reddit is a very political platform. That's my response. No, I'm gonna answer that in a second. But you know, reading through some of the questions on Ask Reddit, like the hot top ones, a lot of them are very like politically biased. Ask Reddit used to just be a place where you could ask random questions, but now I go on there. Well, like I go on there now, and it's just like you can tell who's writing these questions and who's voting them up and stuff like that. Like on the topic of PC humor. Humor is an art style where you make a joke and either people find it amusing or they don't. You, the comedian, are just testing things out. A good comedian is just testing things out. You don't just say stuff because you know that people will like it. You do it because you know that it's funny. You know, whether or not your audience vibes with it and you want to say it anyways, up to you. I went to a stand-up at I don't want to give away my location. So I was at a stand-up show. Move, dear, before I kill you. Get out of here. Get out of here. Hold up. You want to gang up on me? Let's test out the sag breaker. Woof, I think I got poisoned. That's alright though. Whoa! I'm out, man. You didn't say that the troll was gonna join in. Well, I don't do trolls. I don't do that. Come on, dear, we gotta get out of here. Anywho, as I was saying, Reddit, very political, and that kind of stinks because I feel like there's a missed opportunity to hear voices of people whose politics don't match with what. Oh gosh! Oh, I didn't get to finish picking berries. But you know, I'd rather live, so I'm out of there. Ooh, this'll. I can carry that. Yep. Some wood. Anywho, now that I'm in the clear, I hope. Yeah, I'm in the clear. Dude, comedy is subjective, man. I really don't understand why it's such a big deal for people to nitpick entertainment these days. It's just so strange to me. Like when I was growing up, people either watched the show and liked it, or they didn't like a show so they didn't watch it. But now there's like a whole entire, almost like an economy of time, like a time economy for shows that people will watch and complain about. Like it's weird to me, you know? Like if you don't like a show, just don't watch it at all, man. I understand like covering certain if you're doing it in context of like business or things like that, you're looking at how a company is spending their money on the show and how they're producing it. That's one thing, because you're looking at it from like an analytical standpoint of how the show, how the entire production as well as the company. But for you to look at a show or a movie and say, hey, this isn't funny and this sucks because the humor is outdated. It's like, it's not really outdated because it was made for that time. So, you know, if you don't want to watch shows with humor from that time period, then just don't watch anything from that time. But to try and like talk down to it, I don't know, I think that's just kind of strange. You know, and you know what too? One day people are gonna look at the stuff from today and say, hey, that's not funny, that's offensive, or, you know, that's boring, that isn't funny. Like, I saw someone made a point about like some comedians stand up that you find, like, you could find some of them on Netflix. You have some comedians where they literally go up there and just talk about how much they don't like certain politicians and stuff like that. And people think that they're the funniest people in the world. And they haven't said an entire, not one joke, not even once. They literally just go up there and say, I don't like this guy, I don't like that guy. And people stand up and give them a standing ovation, all this stuff. It's like, bro, they didn't tell one joke. It's not funny. One day people might look back in 20 years from now and say, you know, in the 20s, people used to complain about shows, or they thought that humor was just saying that you don't like a politician. There's nothing funny about that. That's dumb. I think this is probably like the first time in history people have done that, because in the 90s, nobody was saying, oh, these shows from the 70s sucked, or oh, these shows from the 60s were not funny. Nobody was doing that. It's just, you knew about it or you didn't. But also the internet wasn't popping like that, so you couldn't even watch old shows from the 60s and stuff like that anyway. Whoops. Dang it. Finger slip. Did I put all the... I didn't put any in yet. Alright. I'm gonna go lie down. And in the morning, we will continue my armor journey. Right, movies from the 90s or 2000s that are hard to watch due to cringy humor that's not PC. I'm just gonna go with like my favorite movies, some of my favorite movies from that time. So like one of my favorite movies from the 90s is The Mask with Jim Carrey. That movie is effing hilarious, man. It's so good. I mean, if you grew up during that time, then you know like a lot of Hanna-Barbera cartoons like Tom and Jerry and Flintstones and things like that. And to see Jim Carrey play a live action character that is legit like a cartoon character in real life, pulling hammers out, big mallets out of his pocket, and his eyes popping out of his head and stuff like that. Like, that movie was hilarious, man. That was a pretty funny movie. Scary Movie is another good one of those. It's the 2000s. The Scary Movie 1 and 2. Those are the top two, the best ones. They were hilarious. The series was still decent after Scary Movie 2, after the Wayans brothers, even though they didn't have rights to it anymore. But it was, I still thought it was funny. It just wasn't it wasn't the same kind of humor. That's how I would put it. It's just different humor. It was a bit like corny, but it's still funny. So if there's a 90s movie I could recommend for y'all, check out The Mask, Jim Carrey. And if there's a 2000s movie I could recommend for you, check out Scary Movie and Scary Movie 2. Like those were, like, if you guys have ever seen, younger cats, y'all might have seen Disaster Movie, Hero Movie, Date Movie, all those little goofy things. Like, those all branched off of the Scary Movie series, which was like a parody of scary movies back then. And what makes it so good, I'm not, well, it's not a spoiler because it's a comedy movie, but Scary Movie 1, they copied a scene from Scream where there's this big reveal with the serial killer, and the guy's getting so animated, he's just like, but wait, there's more, so hang on to your hats. And he's spitting and salivating, and all this saliva shooting out of his mouth. But that wasn't a parody. That actually happened in the original movie. Matthew Lillard, if you guys ever saw the live action Scooby-Doo movies, the guy who played Shaggy, he was spitting and salivating and so excited when in that part of the movie. And they recreated that in Scary Movie. So it was more than just like the jokes. They even paid homage to stuff from the OG horror flicks that they were copying. You know, so you gotta respect that. You know, people would of course, in modern day, a lot of people would overlook that because of the humor. But if you're someone who has thick skin, then I would say go back and check out some of the top comedies from the 90s and 2000s, especially The Mask and Scary Movie. Those movies are hilarious. All right. How did I get into streaming? I played a lot of Risk of Rain 2. That was a game, I think that's the game I've had the most hours in that I've ever played ever. I've got over 1,000 hours from PlayStation 4 and 2 different gaming rigs combined. I've got over 1,000 hours in that game. And I would watch videos from people like Wooly and R&D Thursday and try to glean some advice on how to get better at the game, because, you know, I was playing a lot, but I was also dying a lot. So I wanted to learn how to get better at the game, so I'd watch their content. And I got pretty good at the game to the point that, like, my friends would watch me play. Like, friends who I had who did not play the game themselves would be like, dude, you're really good at this game. Like, man, you should have your own channel. But at the time I was already doing, I had another YouTube channel going for Android development. So I had another YouTube channel going at the time. So I didn't want to get into gaming like that. It was just like a hobby. But once I fell back from like the teaching people how to code and all that stuff, then I said, hey, why don't I keep making videos and keep streaming, but I'm going to do it for Risk of Rain. So that got me into, that's how I really got into like streaming games and stuff like that. Was I just played a lot of them, and when I had the free time, I said, hey, I'll make a channel and try to market myself to folks and let them see. And ultimately, I mean, I played the worst character in Risk of Rain 2, and I played them pretty well, and I wanted to show people, like, dude, this character, I hear a lot of people talk smack, but Commando is not that bad if you know how to play the game. You can, if you know the game and you play a certain way, you can adapt, then you can easily make progress with Commando. Of course, Hapu doesn't really support the game that much these days, so unfortunately there isn't much for me to show other than me playing as Commando. But if they had like more DLC and things like that, new stages and game modes like consistently, then I definitely would make more content around that. That's why I'm playing Valheim now. So hopefully I answered your question. I went off a little bit, went off the rails a bit. But man, if you want to get me talking, then ask me about things like streaming, my favorite games, my favorite types of, and like my favorite types of movies and things like that. I can go on for hours. I'm very passionate about my hobbies. I could put this in the pantry. That's why I don't care much for all the rhetoric around what makes like people talking about like PC political correctness with comedy and things like that, because if I watch something and I enjoy it, then I enjoy it. It makes me feel good. I don't really care what other people or what society has to say about what's morally acceptable in the realm of comedy. I just want to, if it makes me laugh, it makes me laugh. It doesn't have to make other people laugh. I watch TV and movies because I like to be, when I want to be entertained, then I'll put on a show, I'll put on a movie, I'll listen to an album. I don't really care what other people have to say about it. It's for my enjoyment. Today I came home and I listened to Bobby Tarantino 3 by Logic. I haven't heard it yet, so I put my headphones in and I listened to it. Some people say Logic stinks. Some people say he's the best. And I don't agree with either of those sentiments, but I do like his music. I don't really care what other people think about his music. I will listen to it. So that's how I look at movies and TV shows and games, everything. If you're someone who you enjoy the stuff that you like, then enjoy the stuff, enjoy it. You don't have to like it because the world tells you to like it. If it's PC, cool. If you like PC humor, if you genuinely find it amusing, good for you. If you are only watching something, if you're only not watching something because somebody told you, oh, don't watch this, this person is X, Y, and Z, then, you know, you're missing out. You should make decisions for yourself. Getting tired, man. It is not even 9 o'clock yet. But it's almost 9 o'clock. It is getting close. Will I be able to make my armor in time? Let's find out. I think I'll make it. I think I will. I gotta make 4 more. And I've got 9 in the smelter. And so I need 8 more. 6 more. And I've got, uh-oh. Okay. I need 5 more pieces of coal. Do we have enough wood for it? We don't. Let's go get 5 pieces of wood. One, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Let's go make some coal. Bonshawn, it has been a pleasure, man. Thank you for coming and hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it. And same thing for same dude with 6, some dude with 6 accounts. Oh, some dude with 6 accounts. Actually, Hapu put out, I gotta confirm it for myself, but I saw something online that said Hapu is pushing back the Survivors of Void DLC for Risk of Rain 2 on console. It's not coming out till next year now. Attempting to fix my schedule. Keep preventing me from falling asleep in the morning. Honestly, Bonshawn, come up with a schedule for your evenings and another one for the morning, and you'll be good to go. That's the best thing you can do. Have something that you do every morning and something you do every night before bed. Whatever happens in the middle of the day, you can figure that out later. But if you can start and finish your days making time for yourself, then you know that every morning I'm going to do this for me. Every night I'm going to do this for me. That's the best thing I can suggest. It works for me. Even though I have issues with staying up late myself, But ultimately, I know that like at night I'm gonna treat myself with like some manga or watch an episode of TV. I'm gonna clean my apartment and plan out the next day so that I have an easier time and I don't have to work as hard to figure out. I don't have to make as many decisions. My day's already planned. And then in the morning, I just do the things that I said I would do. I go train and shower and take care of myself, eat breakfast, all that. So if I know that I'm going to be fed and train and take care of myself and accomplish goals in the morning, and I'm going to chill and relax and treat myself at night, then it's easier for me to get to bed on time because I know that's the only way for me to really enjoy these things. Behold! Is this it? Yep. Time to make some bronze. And with all this bronze, we will make a bronze plate leg. Oh, I need the... Hang on. I need... Let's just put 10 into my inventory. Alright, let's make... my breastplate. And the leggings. And the helmet. And the last thing was I needed to make a cape. But the cape I can make over here. I need 4 deer hide and 5 bones. Do I have any bones? Indeed I do. All right, time to digivolve, baby. Got my hat, got my cape, got my pants. And where's the shirt? All right. We got the bronze helmet. We got the breastplate. We got the leggings. And we got a deer cape. Hey! Armor acquired. I did it. Victory. And I couldn't have done it without everyone. Today I learned how to shoot some hoops. Congratulations, man. I actually am not very athletic. Not with like, I'm not good at like basketball and stuff like that. Basketball, soccer, things like that. I used to skate a lot and I do a lot of running now, but in terms of like anything with hand-eye coordination and a ball, it takes me a while to get used to because I just don't have the muscle memory for it yet. $25 armor. What would happen if I switch back? Wow, I actually have more armor with this on, but these weren't maxed out. These are all my troll armor is developed, so it's different. But congratulations on learning how to shoot hoops. That's a big deal. I wish I could learn how to play basketball. Or some sport. It'd be fun. All right, so we can put these guys in here. There we go. That's it. Guess that's it for tonight's Valheim run. I got the bronze armor. I'm very proud of myself. Even though, again, it's not as strong as my troll armor, but that's because I haven't maxed it out. So, obviously, yeah, I'm going to need more bronze in order to increase these, but that will come in time. Hockey is a cool sport. I love watching hockey. It's very exciting to watch. I think that's my favorite like sport to watch is hockey. It's the most exciting. I watch some football, and basketball, but honestly, baseball and hockey. Baseball is more fun in person, but hockey is like hands down like my favorite sport to watch. It's just it's so fast paced. Soccer is fun too, but I don't watch enough of it. They don't air enough games over here in the States, so I still have to learn where to find those games and watch them. I would watch more of it if it was more accessible. I just played a season of FIFA a few weeks ago, and I had a good time with that. That was fun. So soccer is a pretty cool sport. This pickaxe, cultivator, hammer, the axe here. Cool. Yep. All right. So I've got the bronze armor, and it only took me 1 night of streaming to get it. That ain't bad. So the only thing left now for this armor would be to max it out, and then I think maybe I'll take on the next boss, or just keep exploring. I might do some more exploring. I want to start building teleporters. What do I need to build a teleporter? Certling cores. Now to get certling cores, I'll have to explore different caves, but unfortunately, I don't think there are any caves remaining other than like caves that I haven't raided yet. Because I'm pretty sure this is all mountain biome here. So I'm going to have to, this black forest I've already cleared. So I'm gonna have to go across the pond and start exploring the other black forest next, which means I can feed these boars. I think there were some bees over here. So if there's a beehive here, I can get the queen bee and then bring her back to my base here, and then I can get another beehive right here and get even more honey every day. Most good. But we can explore all that later. I think right now, maybe the next thing I'm gonna do next time I get on next week, I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna finish clearing out all of this. I think, or maybe I should upgrade my armor. I don't know. This game is just has so many possibilities, man. Okay, yeah, I was trying. What do you miss about the pre-internet world? What do I miss? Just in-person interaction. People were typically, it was easier to talk to people. People weren't so distracted. I mean, they might have music playing in their ears or something, but even then, it wasn't uncommon. You could just like tap someone on their shoulder. But now, because of how people have used technology and like abuse it and stuff, like people are so separated. It's really sad, honestly, especially like living where I live in the United States. Like I live near a metropolitan area, and people are just so disconnected. You can just feel it, like it stinks. So I'd say that's something that I miss about pre-internet. It was just easier to interact with people. People were more open to interacting in person. I'm well rested. I guess that's gonna do it. All right, well, I think that is probably gonna do it for me tonight. Bon Sean Dodd, I wish you the best of luck with your sleep schedule. Honestly, just come with an easy morning and night routine that you are willing to do every day. Like for me, my night routine is after I get ready for I pack my bag, brush my teeth and stuff. I'll read like some notes like that, like notes from my just like excuse me. I have like a journal where I write down victories and wins that I've had in life. Every now and then I think of one, I add it and I put it in there. And before bed, I'll read one or two of them. So like I brush my teeth, pack my bag for the next day, read that, and then I'll read some manga for a little bit and go to sleep. So every night I know that if I want to have enough time to read manga, then I have to go to bed at a certain time. I have to go to bed early enough so that I can sit down and read some My Hero before I go to sleep. Otherwise, I'll be forced to go to bed late and I won't be able to read My Hero, and that will make me sad. So that's my go-to, is I have a night routine that I stick with. So I'd say I have a night routine and a morning routine. And some dude at 6 accounts, thanks for kicking it. Good luck with basketball, man. Maybe you could teach me a thing or two through the internet. Well, that about does it for tonight's Valheim Talky Talk streams, the second one. I'm still getting some bits and bobs together, but you know, it's coming along. This is pretty much the format. I play Valheim. I do random things to upgrade my base, upgrade my armor, and I answer questions from you guys while I do it. Thanks for coming and hanging out. All my social media and Discord, all that stuff will be in the description soon. Patreon, all that will be, it's all on the way. But for the time being, if you guys could join the Discord and just subscribe, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. If you like it, tell me why. If you don't, also tell me why. That would be most good. All that being said, this is Monsoon signing out of Valheim and Chill, and I will catch you guys next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 7 to 9. Thank you all again for tuning in. Monsoon